Hey guys, this is Here Web Comics here, talking about Rogue One. I just saw it in theaters. Yes, me, Hero Comics, of the jerry rigged $10 webcam. Yeah, and bad lighting. Improving lighting. We're getting there. We're getting there. But I could have done a PowerPoint presentation, and someday I will. Sometime I will, but right now I just wanted to get talk about what's still fresh in my mind. Me and my mom went and saw it. And basically, it is one of my favorite. It is one of my new favorite films of all time. Oh my gosh, this movie was amazing. Okay, it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yeah, but here's the deal. Let me see. Okay, this is going to be a best and the worst. So we're going to do it, but we're going to basically, I'm going to just talk about the best, just to talk about things. We'll get to the worst as we go along. We'll just talk on through, and just eventually we'll get everything all squared away at the end. Anyway, first thing I got to mention is the world of this movie. It's one of the best I have ever seen in my life. Best Star Wars, basically like Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises a little bit, Dark Knight Rises and stuff, it basically transcends its genre. It's not like, oh yeah, they made sure to tell you we're on the planet this or the planet that, but you don't see, oh yeah, there's that CG landscape over there, and look, the CG creatures that live here, no, it's not that. No, in this movie, you're in a desert. Yes, we're on a different planet, but still, we're in a desert. You're in a swamp area. We're in a swamp. There's rain. We're in caves. We're on a place in a place with a temperate climate. It just felt like a real world, literally, like a real actual world, all over the place. It was so good. It was so good. I loved that. I love that so much. It was so great. Yeah, come here. My cat. My cat here. All right, Connie. All right, my brother named her after Connie from Steven Universe. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're gonna get a Steven eventually. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to use his gym powers because we don't want anything else coming alive. Okay, but anyway, this is how it's gonna have to be. But anyway. We're yeah. So that was, I like the world. The world of the story was fantastic. The story itself, of course. We all know the ending to this story. It's already been spoiled for us. Because decades ago it was spoiled for us. And so I'm like, yeah. So I was never biting my nails, going, oh my gosh, are they gonna get the plans? Are they gonna get the I was like, no, that was. I mean, this is gonna be spoiler free, but yeah, I'm just there's that spoiler that everybody already knows. If you've ever seen another Star Wars movie, especially A New Hope, you know the spoiler to this, the big reveal here. The big thing, going to happen here. But thankfully, it's not just about that. It's about the journey. It's like basically seeing your team won a game. And you're like, you heard your team won a game. Now you want to see how. It's like how they win, who did it. Who made the big play. Was it my favorite guy, or girl. Who knows. That's how it goes. That's cool. It is good to see how. Even if you know that it happens, it's good to see how. So yeah, I still like the story a lot. Still like the story a lot. It's pretty. Yeah, the world and the story are fantastic. The characters we have. This is. I'm not. There's no script for this. Got scripts for other things, but there's no script for this. So I'm just thinking about it off the top of my head. The characters. I like Jen. I like Jen. I think Jen. Yeah, I like Ray a lot. And my cat's about to. The other thing. Yep. There you go. There we are. Just like brings back old memories. It does. Look at my original Let's Plays. Yeah, cats would do that. A certain cat in particular would do that. So get in front of the camera like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's bring back memories. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyway. Back to So basically, it's like, okay, the characters. I love Jen. I think Jen Erso is one of my favorites of all Star Wars ladies now. Yes, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. I like Rey. I like Princess Leia. I like Padme. Sometimes, like, I do like her. When she was like episode 2, she was like able to do stuff. Like unlock her own shackles. Climb up to the top of the. Yeah, that was cool. There was some cool stuff she was able to do. But yeah, Rey. I love her and I love Rey. She got her Jedi powers. She's gonna be a Jedi. She's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. But this girl here, Jen here, she's not a Jedi. She is not a Jedi. I don't know if she's force. She might be force sensitive, but she's not really doesn't really know much about the force. She basically all she can do is run around and shoot things, and she does it fantastically well. She does it well. She does it. Yes, she's my favorite. She's one of my favorites. She's all grumpy, and yes, she's been basically just ground down. Just basically just worn down so much because she's like my mom died. I saw my mom die. I saw my dad, he might be dead, he might not be dead, he might be a traitor. It's crazy stuff. What hope is there? My second dad was, was mean, things like that. Lost her second dad, things like that. It's crazy, crazy stuff. And it just, it'll make sense in the movie, but still, it was awesome, It was amazing. I love her. I like her a lot. I like her a lot. She's wonderful. I want to see more girls like her. It's gonna be great. She's awesome. Our main dude, and of course, yes, she's still Our main dude, unfortunately, is a different story. Yes, I said that Jen had been, just worn down, just disillusioned. Looks like she didn't have much hope at all. Yeah, there is a part where she does still, care. She always cares a bit, enough to be like, okay, that person's in danger. Let's save them. This dude, this dude kind of raises the rating of the movie, in my opinion. From a PG a little bit, because basically there's a scene. I won't spoil the scene, but there is a scene where it was like either him or some other person. That was not a stormtrooper, and he's like, oh, well, it's too bad for you, dude, bye, I'm like, at that moment, if you're watching this with children, and you see that, you're like, when this is on video, it's gonna get on video, or, basically, DVD, whatever, it's gonna be, it's gonna be shown in people's homes, families are gonna watch this, when that moment happens, it's gonna be like, but, like, why do you do that, but I heard somebody. Yeah, we're good. He's like, the kid was going to like, why do you do that? No, like, I thought he was a good guy. Like, yeah, I thought he was too. You got to simplify it. You're like, ooh, how do I explain this? Yeah, I don't know if he's a good guy. I'm not sure. I'm not, I'm like, oh boy. Mm-hmm. Oh, good, okay. Oh, great. Well, she'll be fine. So it's like, he's definitely got issues that are just, to me, he does redeem himself a bit over the course of the movie, but wow, that is hard to, it's one of the things that's in the back of your mind, like, yeah, this happened, look, he's doing this cool thing, he's helping, there was that situation over there, I don't know, so it just was weird. It was just weird. Next, of course, so he's not my favorite. Not my favorite bad boy, let's just say, in Star Wars. Then, of course, we have our third member of the trio, the robot. K, I believe his name. Yes, his shortness is the short version of his name. I love K. I think K is one of the greatest comedy relief characters ever. Oh my gosh, this guy, everything from the first time you see him, he's so much fun. He's so much fun. He's just amazing. Again, no spoilers really, but yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, and of course he is very dangerous. He's a droid. He's a giant droid. He's awesome. You can do some crazy stuff. If you're trying to go against him, you will pay a heavy price. But he's on the good guy side, so it's like, yeah, that's what you get, you losers. That's what you get. You don't mess with K, man. You don't mess with that dude. I love K. I love K. He's amazing. I loved him. In the movie, he was so good. It was better than, in my opinion. Yeah, he was the right thing. I want to see more comedy relief in Star Wars like this guy, because Jar Jar Binks could have been good if they had kept him, as an everyman, but they went too far with him. They made him just silly slapstick, and you're like, yeah, why is Jedi running around with this guy? He's a liability. Get rid of him, But this guy, Okay, makes sense in the world. He does. So yeah, that guy is just awesome. You know, I want to see more comedy movies like him. So it's good. Next, other good guys. Other good guys would have to be. Oh yeah, you have I think two Jedi. I think two Jedi. I'll see. Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. There's gonna be a little cut. And we're back. Yeah, Bandicam is a really good program, but you only get to 10 minutes of recording if you get the free version. Yeah, we're not having our cat get on to the place where the camera is again because that's not going to work. And I want you to see my face, not the cat. No offense, she's cool and all. But yeah, check out my Facebook. For those who know me, you'll see pictures of her all over the place, and my brother too. I think this is like one when she was a kitten, and he was on. He put her on his head, so it was cool. Anyway, so yeah. Our Jedi, yeah, we have two Jedi guys. I think two Jedi. At least, yeah, I think they're basically former Jedi, probably. One guy definitely is like, yeah, I believe in the Force, I'll trust the Force, the blind dude with the stick, oh my gosh, yeah, he's a Jedi, yeah, and he's just like super awesome. I'm a huge fan of his a lot. The problem is that he needs his own awesome scenes, because he's a Jedi, and he's got some cool, he can use the Force, he can sense things, he can do some crazy awesome stuff, and he knocks stormtroopers around with his stick and things. I like it. I like that. It was super cool, but to me, the movie felt a little bit more cluttered, because it's basically it's like you can easily see it, be like, okay. Now it's you see like homegirl, going like, yeah, she gets her scene, like, oh, let's get out of here, run. He gets, home dude gets his scene, and he gets his scene, they're running away. It's like, oh, we gotta get this out of here, like they're running, and then like, okay, he's there too, helping out, and then it's like you see this dude, and it's like, okay, yeah, he needs to have some stormtroopers to fight. Okay, go fight him, stormtroopers. Hey, everybody's over there, I'm like, I see him beating up these stormtroopers and doing cool stuff, beating them up, and I'm like, okay, this is great, but what about our other guys? Not that I don't. I don't hate him. I think he's great. I think he's wonderful. God darn it. Well, my food will be fine. I don't think he's bad, but he made the movie a little more cluttered to me. It was just you had to have scenes of him doing stuff. You had to basically. That's what it felt like. You had to have that. But still, he was awesome, and I look forward to seeing more characters like him given their due. I would love to see a movie about him. Can we have a movie about him or someone like him, please? That would be great. Next is his buddy, who, unlike him, I guess has decided, forget about the Force. I'm going to do things, a different way, a way that I know works, and basically, let's just say Obi-Wan would not like this dude, okay? Because how Obi-Wan says that blasters are clumsy and random. Well, this guy's got the most clumsiest, randomest blaster you ever saw. I have never seen a weapon like this in Star Wars, and yet I think Obi-Wan would have to shut his mouth because it can turn a whole squad of stormtroopers into a whole squad of dead stormtroopers. If the guy's kept uninjured enough. If you cover him enough, then yeah, your whole army will fall before this dude. He's basically a high level target. You want to get rid of him as soon as possible, or your whole squad is doomed. Because oh my gosh, that's going into Star Wars battlefield territory. This dude is, and I'm like, yeah, that's one of the cool things I like about this movie. It's a lot of classic stuff, but there's a lot of new stuff in here that is just awesome, and I love seeing this new stuff along with the old stuff too. So yeah, I love that. So it was really cool to see him. As for other guys, there was Imperial Pilot. He was fine. He was fine. But again, at this point we have like 5 characters already. Now you have a 6th character, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm here too. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, dude. Yes, you're here. Yes, we care about you. We do care about you. Yes, yeah, we care about the other guys more. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, just line up with the others. Just basically that's what it's like. That's what's like. Then of course you have then you have the other rebel soldiers, and they hang out. And there's some silly stuff with them sometimes. Not silly, but little quirky things that are a little comedy relief type things with them, and that's cool too. Actually made me like rebel. Makes me feel more. Feel sorry more. Have more feelings for these rebel soldiers. It's like instead of just being, oh yeah, we're the other guys. Who get shot by stormtroopers. It's like, like, that's Jimmy, that's Steve, kind of, it's like, oh, basically, these Jimmy and Steve are names that are, basically represent, like the names that I pick out that are at the top of my head when it comes to just random guys, because it's basically like, when someone gets hit, it's like, no, not Jimmy, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. Jimmy, Steve, Bill, things like that. They're basically your average guys now. Soldiers. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. They're no match for no stormtrooper. Well, not really. They're not as well equipped as a stormtrooper is, but so they're gonna get hit and die eventually. You know that, but still, still you're like, every time you see someone just get hit, you're like, oh no, that guy, okay, that's not cool. You feel it. It's not like, in the original Star Wars, you kind of felt it, but it was just like, it was just things, it was just like, you saw those guys with no main characters anywhere nearby, and you're like, yeah, they're dead, and it's like, you see Darth Vader in in A New Hope. People who know the ending of this movie, in A New Hope, Darth Vader confronting a bunch of these guys, along with some stormtroopers, and it's like, yeah, they're dead. They are dead. They're gonna die. That's basically what it's. That was like, yeah, I can live with that. They're those guys, and they're bad. They're basically, cannon fodder. These guys a little bit more. It's more like, that was one of our people, not main people, but one of our people, So that was better. It was a little bit better to see these guys, the rebels, as a group, and as sort of individuals, hanging out and doing stuff. So that was nice. As for bad guys, and of course you had some, nice callbacks to A New Hope. Yeah, you had that one Boston lady, the lady with the bangs and everything, and the jewelry and the white outfit. She's there. She's being awesome, and as awesome as she was in the last one. As a person who's like, yeah, I'm in charge. Here's what we have to do, this or this won't work. This kind of stuff. She did the job well. There was other people that did jobs well, and you see that there's a little bit of like, oh yeah, how we said to do this, this order, forget that order. We're doing a different order, yeah, we're doing this other order, because doing the order that they said to do would be a bit much. So yeah, forget what you heard inside that meeting. All right, I want you to do something else, other person, of something else, member of the main character group, like, yes sir. It's like, yeah, a little bit some cloak and dagger stuff going on there. Kind of weird, but definitely more realistic. These are not all angels. These guys aren't angels. These guys aren't all choir boys. There's some down dirty stuff going on in the rebellion sometimes. Unfortunately, our main dude showed off some of that. So yeah, which makes me not like him as much as I would love to have. So yeah, but still, so it's a little bit interesting. Then, of course, you have the bad guys, the Imperial forces, and of course, it's the reverse in some ways. How how there's a bit of cloak and dagger with the rebellion is like, oh no, yeah, oh yeah, we want casualties. It's like, oh yeah, basically that whole shoot first or then ask questions later type of stuff. There's a bit of the opposite. It's like, we don't want to do this no more. There are people in the rebellion, in the Imperial forces, who are like, we don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, all right, okay, that's cool. Of course, they're doomed. if you're not careful, you're gonna die because they're Imperial forces. Are you kidding? So it's like, yeah, you be very careful about that stuff. But yeah, that was awesome. I love seeing that duality. A little bit of that duality definitely helps things feel more realistic. Because that would happen. People would be like, I don't want to do this, or like, yeah, I really want to do this, or we have to do this, for the sake of whatever, So it's definitely a little bit of definitely some gray, definitely some gray in here. Then you got Imperials. So then you have Imperials who are trying to defect. Then you have Imperials who are not trying to defect. Our main bad guys. We have a trio of bad guys, and they do their job very well, pretty well. Okay, this new guy, in all white, he's the main bad guy. He's awesome. He's a really good bad guy. He's someone who basically you'd be like, oh, I don't want to be near this dude, or his death troopers. I don't want to be near these guys, these guys. Oh my gosh, that'd be like the worst because I'm like, you're like, yeah, you see these guys approaching, you're like, oh shoot, yeah, you know, erase everything, just or send it out, do something, we might not survive it, that's what you're thinking here because you're like, shoot, they mean business, So yeah, this guy's good. This guy was really good, menacing and awesome and wonderful. I liked him as a bad guy. Well, yeah, liked him as a bad guy. He was amazing. I was a fan. I was a huge fan. Of course, I'll see you after the break.